corn once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm back with whole grain of the day, the one and only corn. So, whether you prefer sweet corn, popcorn, or corn on the cob, please listen on. Why? Because Coach D is about to drop just a few dimes. So, let's get ready to enter the wonderful world of corn. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Corn is the seed of a plant from the grass family. Now, believe it or not, corn is native to Central America, not North America. Also, corn is known as maize, right? And it happens to be one of the most popular cereal grains in the world. So, chances are, wherever you are in the world, you've probably heard of or maybe have even eaten corn. Now, let's dive into a few fun facts. Number one, corn is used to make other products such as tortillas, tortilla chips, polenta, cornmeal, corn flour, corn syrup, and corn oil. Wow, who knew corn had so many different uses? Also, corn is typically yellow, but comes in a variety of other colors, such as red, orange, purple, blue, white, and black. Now, if you don't believe me, just take a look at the picture. Right? Kind of makes you think of Thanksgiving. A next fun fact is popcorn and sweet corn are actually two different varieties of corn. Now, please stay tuned. Why? Because I'm going to give you a few more fun facts about popcorn. Right? But before that, just know this. One medium bag of popcorn from a cinema, or shall we say a movie theater, contains approximately 16 grams of fiber. Amazing. Now, here's something that we need to be aware of, is that the average person needs to consume about 30 grams of fiber. So what that means is that one medium bag of movie popcorn is going to provide you with just over 50% of what the body needs in one day. So the next time you're at the movie theater, go ahead and grab yourself a bag of popcorn. But, and I do mean but, please, please, please do not go overboard on the extra toppings, right? If anything, it's always best to just eat it plain. Okay, now because we're talking about corn, I had to give you just a few more fun facts, right? So now let's talk about popcorn. Okay, popcorn is a special variety of corn that pops when exposed to heat. This happens when water trapped in its center turns to steam, creating internal pressure, which makes the kernels explode. Wow, I never knew that's exactly the science behind popcorn. Also, popcorn, a highly popular snack. Popcorn is one of the most common whole grain foods in the US. So, once again, popcorn, you gotta love it. All right, now before we get into the nutrition facts and the health benefits of popcorn, we gotta talk about the 520 rule. Basically, the 520 rule is all about food labels, right? It helps us to read and understand them. Ultimately, it's a guide. It's a guide that lets us know whether or not a food item is a good source or not a good source of any particular nutrient. That being said, if a food item offers anywhere from 0% to 9% DV, meaning daily value, then it is not a good source of that particular nutrient. If, however, it offers 10% to 19% DV, then it is a good source of that particular nutrient. Lastly, if it offers 20% DV or greater, then it is an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So now that we have been exposed to the 520 rule, let's see how we can apply it to popcorn or corn. All right, nutrition facts. Here we go. Now for today's lecture, we're going to simply say that a single serving of corn is equivalent to 100 grams. Now, 23% nation, I hear you. A lot of you are saying, Coach D, what in the world or how much is 100 grams? Well, that's equivalent to about half a cup or maybe even 1 ear of corn. So, in this half cup, we're going to get about 96 calories, not a lot. Now, look at this. Corn is 73% water. Wow, who knew? So, maybe you're feeling dehydrated. Well, eating corn is one way to get more water in your diet. Look at this. Protein, 3.4 grams. Carbs, 21 grams. Sugar, 4.5 grams. Fiber, 2.4 grams. And fat, 1.5 grams. So there you have it, guys. The nutrition facts about a single serving of corn. All right, now it's time to dive into the health benefits. Number one, corn scores low to medium on the glycemic index, so whole corn should not cause large spikes in blood sugar. Now, for people who are diabetic, this is of utmost importance. Also, whole corn is fairly high in insoluble fibers, such as hemicellulose, cellulose, and lignin. Now, for those of us who are constipated, it's easy. Eat more corn. Also, corn contains a decent amount of low-quality protein. It lacks some essential amino acids such as lysine and tryptophan. Now, here's something that you need to know, is that when anything, or shall we say when any nutrient is essential, all that simply means is that number one, the body doesn't produce it in sufficient amounts, and number two, that it must come from the diet, right? So please eat more corn. And it's also important to note that whenever you do consume corn, that it's always a good idea to combine it with a different type of plant food. That way, you get the amino acids that the corn is lacking. Next health benefit. Whole corn is relatively low in fat, but contains significant amounts of vitamin E, ubiquinone, as well as other phytosterols. So, once again, I had to give just a little love to our phytonutrients. Now, usually I don't do 2 slides of health benefits, but we're talking about corn, so the list goes on and on and on. Here are a few more health benefits of corn. Popcorn tends to be higher in minerals, such as manganese and magnesium, right? While sweet corn tends to be higher in vitamins, such as the B vitamins. Nice. Also, corn contains higher amounts of antioxidants, such as ferulic acid, anthocyanins, zeaxanthin, lutein, as well as phytic acid. Nice. Next health benefit, being a good source of lutein and zeaxanthin, corn may contribute to the maintenance of eye health. So maybe your vision is failing, right? Well, if that's the case, it's definitely time to eat more corn. Also, corn does not promote diverticular disease, as previously thought. On the contrary, it seems to be protective, right? So maybe you suffer from diverticulosis. Well, if you do, it's time to eat more corn. So there you have it, guys. Lots and lots and lots of health benefits when it comes to corn. All right, now it's time to go to our website for everything vegan. Say hello to forksoverknives.com. And by the way, don't forget to watch the movie. So as always, I went to the website, did a little bit of searching, and look what I found. 2 amazing vegan corn recipes that I want to share with you right now. Now the first one is black bean, corn, and roasted red pepper lettuce cups. Take a look at the picture. Looks amazing. Our second recipe is corn and black bean cakes. Nice. Now here's the thing. If you are inclined, if you are intrigued to make and taste these dishes, just go to the description box. I'm providing you with a link that's going to give you all types of information, such as the instructions, the cooking time, as well as the ingredient list. So go ahead, check it out, make them, taste them, and let me know exactly how they are in the comment box below. All right, 23% Nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, Coach D, good job on all the health benefits. Thank you for the 520 rule. But what I really want to know is, when should I eat more corn, right? Well, guys, the perfect day, and I do mean the perfect day, to eat more corn is Nature Day. That's right, Nature Day. Now, what is Nature Day? Well, it's the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, some of us have probably never heard of the challenge. You may not even know what it is. In a nutshell, basically the 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships, and it also helps to save planet Earth. That's right, guys. Now, being that the challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program, you got to understand that it happens to be the first 7 days of every single month. That's right, the first through the 7th. That being said, Nature Day happens to be the first day of the challenge, which means it is the first day of every single month. So whether it's February 1st, March 1st, or even November 1st, it's always Nature Day. Now that I've piqued your interest about the 23% challenge and Nature Day specifically, you probably want more information. So here we go. Nature Day is all about getting closer to nature. Now, yes, there are lots of ways in which you can get closer to nature. You can go swim in a lake or the ocean. You can go to the zoo. You can even go adopt a pet, right? But Coach D wants to suggest that we get closer to nature by simply eating it. That's right, guys. Eat more plants. That's all you got to do. Now, some of us are probably thinking about not only eating more corn, but just eating more plant foods in general. So perhaps you are considering adopting a more plant-based diet, right? And maybe you need a little bit of help. So here we go. Kosi wants to invite you to become one of 3 different types of vegans. The first one is a 3% vegan, which basically means you select one day out of an entire month to eat only plant foods and drink only water. Now the second type is a 13% vegan, which translates into 4 days of only plant foods and water in an entire month. And then the third type is a 23% vegan, which is what Coach D is. Now that's equivalent to 7 days in a month. But more specifically, it's always the first 7 days of every single month. Now, in order to eat your plant foods, you got to know which plant foods to eat, right? Well, the 5 food groups are fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, whole grains, and let's not forget about legumes, meaning our beans and peas, right? So there you have it, guys. You want to know more about Nature Day? You want to know how to increase the plant foods in your diet? Just try becoming a 3%, 13%, or a 23% vegan. Now, perhaps you're really interested, but you need just a little more help. Well, don't fret. Coach D's here to help you out. So I want to offer you just a few tips so that you have a successful Nature Day. Number 1, go to your local grocery store and hang out in the produce section only. Why? Because that's where all of your plant foods are located, and that's what you're going to eat, whether you are a 3, 13, or 23% vegan. My next tip is to go visit a farmer's market, right? Now, guys, farmers markets, believe it or not, have quite a few advantages over grocery stores. Number 1, the food is grown locally, so that means that you're going to help out the local economy. Number 2 and 3, because they're grown locally and have to be transported less, that means that you're going to save money, and the food will be exposed to less pesticides and or herbicides. The third tip is to go to your grocery store, but rather than go to the produce section like you should, instead let's go to the prepared dishes section. Now, I like to say a shoemaker to his shoes. And some people don't necessarily know how to cook. Some people don't want to cook plant foods, right? So let the experts cook them for you. So just go over to the prepared dishes section, ask them if they have any vegan or vegetarian options. Now ask for a sample, especially if you've never heard of it or tasted it before. Providing you like it, order the food by the pound. And if you really like it, get 2 pounds. My last tip is to go visit a vegan restaurant. That's right, guys, a vegan restaurant. Vegan restaurants are amazing. Why? Because they have professional chefs who know how to put plant foods together so that they give you the best tasting combinations. Now, here's the thing. If you don't know where any vegan restaurant is in your area, just go to Google. Type in vegan restaurant near me. And in less than half of a second, Google will give you the amazing results. Now, if you go visit a vegan restaurant, do 2 things. Number 1, let them know that Coach D sent you. And number 2, be sure to order something with corn in it. All right, 23% Nation, it's time for our question of the day. We want to know, which corn recipe do you prefer? Do you like one of mine, or do you have a vegan corn recipe that you would like to share with us? So, whether you want to take one of mine or share one of yours, please write your response in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I gotta ask you to subscribe and like the video, especially if you love corn. Also, don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's hashtag eat more plants. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.